Oh, it's beautiful.
I'm vengeance.
Welcome to the Heavy Spoilers Show. I'm your host Definition, and I've probably watched the new Batman trailer 500 times. What a loser. However, on my 469th watch, I noticed something that made me think back to a happier time before the world went to crap. Throughout this video, we're going to be breaking down how the trailer confirms the second suit leaks that we had way back in February, and also discussing what other cool little details we've noticed in the trailer since giving up our life to it. Obviously, there will be heavy spoilers here, so if you want to go into the movie as blind as a bat, then I highly recommend that you turn off now. With that out of the way, thank you for clicking this. Now let's get into the breakdown. Okay, so this post was dropped on DCEU Leaks by user Throwaway all the way back in February. I'd pretty much forgotten about this and everything from the start of lockdown. However, seeing this scene which sets it up play out in the trailer, it brought it all flooding back like when you wake up next to a woman named Sharon that you pulled on a weekend bender in Liverpool. But you don't care about that. So firstly, let's discuss the post in full and then go into how we actually see this play out for real. Now the user stated, "We're currently working at the Cardington Sheds in Bedfordshire in Shed 1. We finished building a huge cathedral set in there just a bit ago and have begun filming inside. So recently Matt Reeves revealed the Batsuit. We just started filming with it recently. It looks very cool in person and Robert looks great. What I know from filming in the current cathedral set piece is that the suit gets destroyed very early on. I think it's due to a villain, but I couldn't tell. It's Batman's prototype suit, and once it gets destroyed, he makes a new one. I haven't seen it in action, but I saw a few pictures taken by someone who was putting it together. It's extremely similar to the Spider-Man shield suit from the Far From Home movie last year. The material is very similar, being a sort of tactical padded fabric material. There's way less straps and extra details on the Batsuit compared to the Spider-Man suit, but the material and look is very similar. It's grey with full black gloves extending to his forearms and black boots. The symbol is no longer metal and lacking ears. It's a more classic version of the symbol rather than the first suit in the film. The cowl is made of a higher quality material than the leather of the first cowl. The ears are medium to long length and the mouth opening is much smaller. He no longer has a collar. I think he might have white eyes too. The utility belt is a bronze gold faded colour and it's more pouch than the futuristic metal type belt of the Nolan films. If I had to describe the suit in pictures rather than words, it would be this. The Batman will have multiple suits throughout the film. The user then posted the following image, and yeah, lots of things that we can take from this. Now, we not only know that there's a scene in a cathedral, but we also know that the suit gets destroyed. In the lead up to DC fandom, I'd heard that with this funeral scene, Bruce was there in regular clothes. The location then got stormed by a villain in a large SUV. Bruce fled and returned in his costume, and this was then destroyed. I've actually reported on that a couple of videos, so go back and watch them, you schmuck. Now in the trailer, we see all this play out, and there's also a split second where the man who's pretty much been turned into his own riddle explodes, throwing the Batman back. Clearly a lot of damage is dealt out by this, as it sends him hurtling across the room. Now to me, this confirms that there will be a second suit in the film. Considering the leaks were posted all the way back on February the 18th, they got too much right, including the setting and explosion, to, in my eyes, be wrong. I can see a lot of people being kinda confused about why the person on set didn't really know which villain it was, but if you look at the scene itself, all there really is the person and the car itself. You can also see that guy's head coming off. Now because of this, you can see why they would be confused over this, so it does add some legitimacy to the leaks. Now as for the suit itself, I think it sounds absolutely amazing. I actually really like the one that Pattinson has, but I'm open to seeing what else they can do with it. It does look very sort of prototypey, and it reminds me a lot of the Arkham Origins one, which was of course upgraded for the character further into his role as the Dark Knight. I think a darker, more stealthier suit makes a lot more sense, and it will allow Batman to be more like a ninja than this previous armor heavy incarnation. Now at the DC fandom panel, Matt Reeves himself said that the suit was going to be constantly evolving and it would grow just as much as Batman did. From the aesthetic of this piece, even down to the Batcave, you can tell that this Batman is just constantly throwing things together more than I do terrible rumours every week. However, this one looks like it's now confirmed due to the fact that the suit gets really badly messed up, and the scene is so close to the leaks, it is hard to deny that they're not one and the same. Even if the leaks are untrue and the suit doesn't look like a stealth suit, I do think that Batman will have to fix this one up, as it's going to be so battered off that explosion, it will be difficult to see really if he's even able to salvage it. Reeves did confirm that they've only filmed 25% of the movie so far, so yeah, you can expect some big change-ups going forward. Now shout out to Matthew James for messaging me on Facebook and actually sending the screenshot that sent me spiraling back down this rabbit hole. There's a split second in the trailer in which Batman gets shot, and you can see the symbol on his chest light up almost like the old classic yellow and black one. It's definitely a cool little Easter egg, and who knows, this might actually be the second suit itself. It flies by very briefly when you watch it in real time, however it does seem similar to the description. Either way, I'd of course love to hear your thoughts on it, so make sure you comment below and let me know. Now before we get into the rest of the video, I just want to let you know we're giving away a free copy of Marvel's Avengers to one random subscriber. All you have to do to be in with a chance of winning is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave your thoughts on the leaks in the comment section below. The winner is going to be chosen at random on the 30th of August, and the game will be shipped out from then to whoever gets the prize, so best of luck to everyone who takes part. Okay, now as for the trailer, one of the coolest Easter eggs that I haven't seen pointed out is that the design of the Riddler looks like it might actually be based off the Zodiac. The killer was at large during the 70s, and he used to taunt the media by sending them coded messages, something that we also see here. This is apparent in the way that the Riddler looks with his glasses and mask, and also the symbols that he leaves behind on the clues. Underneath his mask we can also spot he's clearly wearing some sort of forensic suit to make sure that absolutely no trace of him is left at any crime scene. Now shoutouts to Superhero Nexus for spotting that. On the front of the clue is an owl. This is linked back to the Court of Owls, who are big Batman villains from the New 52. Their members are a part of Gotham's high society, and they control almost everything in the city from behind the scenes until Batman brings them down. DC is actually giving them a lot of focus at the moment, and they're also going to be featuring in the upcoming Gotham Knights game, which too was announced at Fandom. We also see the back of Gordon's head, and the police officers around him are looking past him, likely at Batman. The camera perspective here is from Batman's POV. Wait, am I looking through Batman's, oh my god, I'm Batman! Anyway, Gordon also says, "This mean anything to you?" I kinda hope the reply would be, "Doesn't look like anything to me," which would have been the best Westworld Easter egg of all time, but we don't get it. Anyway, the clue says, "What does a liar do when he's dead?" The answer is that he lies. However, the symbols on the right also link up to several letters in order to spell this out, which further ties back to the Zodiac inspiration. We also see for a split second that the back of Catwoman's head has the ears in the balaclava. She's a cat burglar, and though she doesn't have a suit yet, this is a really nice touch that I didn't mention in my initial breakdown. There's also a split second where the cowl is removed, and after watching the trailer, I do think that this could link back to the suit being destroyed. The logo also contains a very brief moment where a question mark can be made out too. Now I have seen a number of theories state that they think the villain is actually Hush. That might be the case, as Hush and the Riddler did work together in the graphic novel Hush. However, the green coat tends to be typical of the Riddler's style, and also Hush wasn't one to leave riddles, whereas the Riddler was. Also, it looks at one point like Batman is going to have a fight with a policeman, and he's saying to Gordon, Hold me back, mate, hold me back, swear on me life, mate, I'll knock him out." Also, not really an Easter egg, just Matt Reeves owning Noobs, saying that the music used is not actually a cover song when people moaned about it. It's not a cover song, it's Nirvana. Oh yeah, at the 10-minute mark yet. What, you can just put adverts in 8-minute videos now? Well, why didn't you say so, man? I've been dragging this out. Anyway, obviously I'd love to hear your thoughts on the video and the trailer, so make sure you comment below and let me know. If you want to see our initial breakdown, then check it out after this, as we had a lot of fun with it. I also do a face reveal in it, so yeah, I know you definitely want to see that. Just make sure you don't watch it around your girlfriend. Now if you want to support the channel and get to see content early, then please consider clicking the join button below. You can also come chat to us on a Discord server linked in the description, or Heavy Spoilers on Twitter. Thank you for making it until the end of the video. You've been the best, I've been Definition, and I'll see you next time. Take care, peace.